this the camera yet. So as long as that's fine.
Good evening. Welcome everybody to another fun-filled night here on Spirit Connections. How's everyone doing? Great. I miss the live audience. Sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't.
Yay!
See me one person, which is good. Thank you. Ooh, you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm just breaking phone cases and stuff, but I'm trying to make sure that we can get our phone calls tonight.
Excellent. And that's right, Steph's right. We have that phone line, so definitely call us in
Yay.
at 781-281-8433. It says Tiff with 2 F's, just so you know. I missed you guys last week. We didn't have a show, but I'm glad that we are feeling well and healthy, and we have Miss Jodi St. on. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I know. I'm so happy to finally
know.
meet you. I remember it was a few years ago, my mom, you were in the newspaper. It must have been the Enterprise. And you were in the newspaper. And she's like, Tiff, do you know who that is? And I read your article, and then, fast forward a couple months to a couple years, and then Steph brings you up, and I'm like, I really have to meet her.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. It's so nice to hear too.
You're like, oh, good, somebody read the article. That's how I feel about the show.
Someone knows who my name is.
Yeah, I'm like, that's how I feel about the show. You know, I have my mom that watches, and
Mine too.
maybe, yeah. So we have our moms that watch. Hopefully there's more people.
Hi, Dad. Hopefully you're waiting to find this link.
So if you guys have a question for Jodi, who is the owner of
Blue Angel Healing.
Blue Angel Healing, sorry about that. I'm telling you, I'm on speed tonight. It's going boop, boop, boop.
It's the moon energy.
It is.
It's gotta be, because things keep happening to me and I keep blaming it on the moon.
Yeah, me too. That's the
Again?
excuse of the day. It's the moon.
It's absolutely crazy. But Jodi, you're the owner of Blue Angel Healing. Now, how long? Now, that's a wellness and healing center, correct?
That's correct.
Located in Carver.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, how long have you been open for?
I opened officially in August of 2010, and I stayed strong and opened on a leap of faith. I had nothing but a Reiki table and a card table, and everything else fell into place.
Really?
Yeah, I was completely guided through spirit to open the center. It kind of came out of, I wasn't intending on doing it, and all of a sudden I was shown this space. They said, just look at it, tell me what you think. And I said, okay. And, very open but nervous. I went in there, and there was 2x4s on the floor and sawdust, and it used to be a barber shop, so all of the stations were there. So you can imagine me coming into the space going, looks like a hair salon.
Yeah.
And I walked into the middle of the room, and it's one giant room with a restroom and a back room. And there's these large windows, and the light came through the window, and I just felt the rise, and I felt that I had to be there. And I went, oh no, this is it.
Wow.
And mind you, I had a vision months earlier, and I drew out the building. And when I had walked out that very same day and I was looking at the building, I went, oh, there's 2 pillars in front of the building. And then I went, oh no. I went, oh, this is it. And I went to my journal, and in a soul journey class that I took with Reverend Kathy Burke, I drew out this building with 2 pillars and the windows on the side and the double peaks, and it was blue. And I wrote, something big is coming. And I'm looking at the building, I went, you're kidding.
This is it.
Wow.
And so I went, okay. And I completely blindfolded, just took a leap of faith without even having money to do it.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm still there.
See? And that's been 3 years now.
Almost
right?
3 years,
Almost
yeah.
3 years.
Well, no, it's been because it was the end of 2010, and it was a year in 2011, so it's only been about a year. Oh, no, wait. So it must be 2011. Oh, my gosh. I'm getting my time.
It's okay.
I've been doing this for so long, though. So before that, I've been doing this since 1998, so.
Now, what got you started, and what did you start with? Because I know there's so many different facets of this work. We always have people like yourself. I've had Kathy on, I've had Karen Polino on, and all of you people that have done, that sounds weird, all you people, I hate it when people
I know,
say
did
that.
you love
all
that?
you
Us,
people.
you people. You're so weird,
But
doing your weird spiritual thing.
I know, and here we are,
Your
like
voodoo.
Steph and I doing the medium work, and we're like, oh no, it's you people. But it's funny because I asked them, well, what was it? What was that initial aha moment of yours that you wanted to start with whether it was angel cards or whether it was Reiki or whether it was meditation? Like, what was your niche that you felt that you connected to the most?
Well, it started with mediumship, believe it or not. Well, I mean, when I was 6, I remember being 6 years old, and I saw spirit, and I was in fear, and I didn't want to see, and I had many, many visions of angels and just people who had crossed. I didn't know much of it at that point. As a teenager, going into college, everyone went, let's take Jodi to the cemetery and see who she sees. So everyone would bring me there to point out all the spirits that were walking around the graveyard. And so that was just the beginning of it. But it wasn't until I started really receiving, I had a message, and I started really working towards, where am I going to go? I don't know where to begin.
Right.
And I had started with meditation, and I received, I can't believe I'm going to say this, I haven't talked about this really to anyone. I had a vision of the Virgin Mary when I was seeking to start Reiki and to start mediumship and reading cards, because it was just in the family. And I asked for permission, like, is this okay if I do this? Am I going to be, like, condemned? And I had the vision, and she appeared. And I remember I was just, recently thinking about this, but I went to my knees, and I was clenching her robes, and I said, like, I'm not worthy. And she said, stand up, my child, for we are one. And I was so, like, taken back by that, because I had no idea what that meant at that time. And so from that point on, I started doing more. And I felt that she was supporting me. No matter where I went, it didn't matter, because she was supporting me. And I felt that was a positive. And then it just kind of unfolded, and I started taking my Reiki training. And my mom introduced me to my Reiki master, Linda Lynch, who I believe you both know.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Linda's
amazing.
been on the show,
Yeah,
too.
she is absolutely amazing. I love her to death. And she was an amazing teacher, and she really, really taught me a lot. And I just I have this inner urge, I can't explain it. I just have that need to want to do this and feel and be a vessel. And that's truly why I do what I do.
See, and there's always reasons why we have people on the show at certain times in our life, isn't it, Steph? So yes.
So that's
Taking
how I
that
stand.
leap of faith. Yep.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Yeah. Absolutely. I bet you can.
On the other side, I'm like,
I'm Tiff's push.
yes.
That's good.
So
You need to just push me off. That's
I
the
push her off the
problem.
ledge a lot just to make her,
Well, I have my office space in Pembroke where I do my private readings, gallery readings. I teach guided meditation. I'm a Reiki master as well, and my readings are medium readings. And I would like to make that switch full time.
Yeah.
But it's that brainwashed mentality that I've had growing up of you got to make sure this is right and that is right and this and the, everything's so strict and to the point. And to have you on saying, I just took that leap of faith and I understand what that feels like, and I'm still, that little, I got to be honest, I'm still just stuck with that little case of fear of what if, but I know you just can't.
I still have a mundane job. I still have a regular
Yeah.
job. I work part-time at a restaurant as a server and a bartender, and I'm slowly but surely inching my way out because I just know in my heart that in order for Blue Angel to really be everything that it needs to be, I need to yet again take another leap of faith.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Wait for the splash, and just go ahead and just take that leap. And
Well, that's the thing. It's learning to, because I've come to the point too, and Steph was back with me back. She's taken her leap of faith, and she's like, "You gotta do it." But you get to that point where you're like, I cannot commit myself fully and encompass myself and exactly be that vessel that you said that you want to be for others if I cannot commit myself 100%.
it's a lot to try to do both.
Yep.
my thing was, there's no way I can help other people if I can't help myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to help yourself first and make sure that you're happy in what you want. And that's exactly why I did what I did, because I was in no position to help anyone with the day job that I had and
Right.
the everyday craziness of what goes on. And
Drama.
people get stuck in that whole, like, you get up, you go to work, you go home, you barely eat dinner, you go to bed.
Yeah.
And
Routine.
It's an awful routine to be stuck in, and I want to live life. Like, I want to go and do exciting things and help other
Absolutely.
people,
Right.
and that's why I did what I did. And I know, like-minded people, we find people like you and Linda and everybody. It's awesome to hear other stories because there's other people that feel the same way
and
that
it's
you do.
it's a little support group.
Yeah.
It is a support group. Absolutely.
It is, because we've all been there, and there's that reality of, okay, I want to do this, but I have that lingering mortgage, and I have that lingering student
Yes.
loan, or I
Yes.
have, what have you. But again, when you take that leap of faith and you put yourself and you live 100% within your means of your passion, how can you fail? Oh, I'm so good at telling people what to do. I don't know what to
Only
do.
listen to
I know.
yourself.
It's not telling people what to do, but I get it. It's
Right.
just
No, and I get into that role as well. I said, you just have to take the leap sometimes. And they go, but how? There is no
gotta do
other
it.
way
Right.
other than doing it. Even my Christmas tree, I have an angel Christmas. Of course, I have an angel Christmas tree with a blue angel on top. Well, she was very crooked this year, and she was like this. and I said to myself, I said, oh, look, the blue angel's taking a leap of faith. And then I went, oh, yeah, I just did. Because then I just expanded in December. And I took on, I have the whole side of the building, like the whole first floor, like on
Field
the
trip.
right.
Yeah.
Yay! So, and I just really expanded without having that many practitioners on as far as like people to come in and be a part of the team. I do have people there.
right.
And I want to become a holistic hospital for people to come in and just feel good, like find their own little inner peace, their own little sanctuary in the middle of Carver, in the middle of the woods, and find love, because so many of us are without it, and we are not feeling good about ourselves. We're getting, all wrapped up in the rigmarole of like everyday life, and like you said, like getting up, going to work, taking care of the kids, going to school, doing this, making dinner. Then you sit on the couch and you literally are exhausted, and what's left for your life force is pretty much nothing other than a clicker.
Right.
And you fall asleep on the couch,
Right.
and then you wake up and you do it all over again.
Were you in my room last night?
Shh, don't tell.
Because that's where I was with my blanket up and my dog's on me. I'm like, oh, what time is it? 7?
Yeah,
Oh.
I know. But what I find in this work that we do is that it never gets boring.
No.
And I am so where I need to be, and it's because I have so much love in return, and who doesn't want that for a job?
Exactly.
I get like loves and kisses. It's okay. I just want loves and kisses. That's all I want.
You're like,
Well, I mean, sometimes I get a lollipop. That's really
That's
nice.
awesome.
But
Yeah.
I know. I always work for food too. But
Yeah, we call
too.
her the raccoon, actually. It's funny, but Tiff's the raccoon because we'll be out to dinner. She'll be like, "Are you gonna finish that?" Like, I haven't even taken my
can I
first
just
bite
try
yet.
that Texas cheese fry?
Please.
It's just calling my name. Can you use that dip? But so with Blue Angel Healing, I came across that you actually have belly dancing there too, right?
Oh, we do every Tuesday night. In fact, there's a class going on right now, and I'm missing out on it with Christine, and she's fantastic. I love her to death too, and she's very down to earth. She's a mother of 3. She used to be a nurse, and she started belly dancing, and and she's absolutely gorgeous, and she makes all of us feel beautiful.
I love it. I've taken a 6-week course back at, where was it, Maha Yoga Center. This was going back a few years ago. I can't remember the girl who did it, but I absolutely loved it. I felt like Shakira. I really did feel like Shakira.
It's very sensual, and it actually, what I've learned from it too, it's a lot of people ask me why I started with belly dancing at Blue Angel Healing. They said not very healing, and I said on the contrary, but it is, because it really helps to activate within us.
Yes.
To connect with our femininity, to raise our self-esteem, to feel good, to feel sexy, and all women want to feel that.
Yep.
And we go in and we're all of different sizes and shapes. It doesn't matter. And it's okay if you want to let your belly hang out.
Yep.
And it's okay if you don't. And we go in there and we get our shimmy on and we laugh and we go, we can't do this. And then we find that we're doing the moves.
Yeah.
And then we put them together and go, oh, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I feel so good. And then I go home and I'm like, look what I can do, honey.
Yeah.
And I do my shimmy. I'm sorry, I just shimmied. But
No, it's all right. Hey, that's fine.
We have
but
dancing.
and it does. If I love the belly dancing. I'm so happy that we finally got it. I waited a year to find the right instructor. So
Well, it's good because, and you're absolutely right. Some people get that feeling like, well, why would you want that? But it does. It brings out that sensuality and it embraces your femininity. And that's something I see people that just, shoulders bent
Right.
forward, like, oh, I don't know. I haven't looked that way or I haven't felt that good, for 20 years. And then all of a sudden, after a couple classes, they're like, hey.
absolutely,
It's nice.
and it's also good for the brain too because you're activating both hemispheres because
Yep.
you're learning to move the right side and the left side at the same time, and your mind is going, wait a minute, which way do you want me
Oh,
to
yeah.
move?
Oh, yeah.
So it's actually
Yep.
really good for the whole mind, body, spirit connection, and it allows you to flow with the music because that's how belly dancing is.
Yeah.
It's about being a vessel for the music, and much like Reiki or even just doing mediumship, we are a vessel for Creator. So to me, it's still finding that link into love, that even though it's through music and dance, it's still a link.
Well, I commend you for doing it because I
Thank
think it's
you.
a great idea.
You should come down. We can
I know,
shimmy
I
together.
want it. Well, if it's not on Tuesdays. I
We're
can do
working on
Tuesdays.
another
Okay.
day.
Okay, good. We'll come visit. So I want to know, how did you come up with Blue Angel Healing?
Oh, that was interesting.
I figured it'd be an interesting answer. So
Well, a while ago, I'm gonna say like I'm from Minnesota. My sister's in Minnesota. I had been in contact with a woman named Morgan, and I came in as a Reiki person and a reader at a psychic fair, and I sat down and I was just talking to her randomly, and she looked at me and she says, "You're her," and I was like, "Who? Who am I?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she said something about the Blue Angel, and I said, "Oh no, that can't be me," and I brushed it off. Now we're going back 15 years ago at least, so I just brushed it off and I didn't pay any attention to it, and I had continued my journey because I wanted to journey. And then when it came and I got my master's, I waited until after I got my Reiki master's, and I meditated, and I said, okay, well, give me, who is this for? Like, what is the name of my business? And at the time, I was working really closely with Archangel Michael, and I was working with Mother Mary, and in meditation, I heard Blue Angel, the Blue Angel. And I was hearing messages about me being the Blue Angel. I said, it can't be me. This is crazy. This is ego. So I continued to, and I drew out this picture, and it's of the Blue Angel. And they said it's Blue Angel Healing, but it looks a lot like me. So I feel that it's an embodiment maybe of the energy that I bring forth. And that's how it came to be. And it's always been Blue Angel Healing.
That's awesome.
Before that, it was just me, just my
Yep.
name. And it just never worked that way. And I felt like I needed more than that, like for people to understand, like, what am I bringing forward? And it's Blue Angel Healing energy. And there is a Blue Angel out there if you do research on her and her energy, and not that she's me, but I believe that I channel that energy into the center. And many people feel that as they walk in. They'll say they walk in through the front doors and before they even enter, they feel all this wave of love.
Yep.
And it just like hits them like a brick of blue. And
That's awesome.
yeah, so that's how I came up with Blue Angel.
That's a really cool story.
I know.
It took me 2 weeks to draw her too.
Really?
Yeah, it was 18 by 24. She's still at the studio, and she just had me showcase her in a new location with other pictures of random blue angels, like angels in the sky that are all surrounded by blue light. And
That's cool.
yeah, so
I love your energy, by the way.
Thank you.
You're really cool.
Thank you.
Cool blue.
Cool.
Thank
Blue.
you.
Yeah.
Cool blue.
And it is. I am blue. If you know anything about astral travel and
Yeah.
stuff, I astral traveled once in front of my window,
wow.
window in front of my mirror, and I saw this blue light, and I went, "What was that?" And then I looked at my hands. I went, "Oh, I'm blue," and I went boom back into my body. But I'm really crazy, but that's okay. So
Hey, we all are.
I
We
know,
all are.
but yeah, that's
It's a prerequisite for being on
made me
our
feel
show,
like,
you know?
oh, this is more of a reason why it's
Right.
Blue Angel Healing, more
Yeah.
confirmation. So
I love it though. So now at your I was gonna say salon. See, this is where
it's
my
an
head
ex-salon.
is. Yeah.
It's okay.
At your salon. And by the way, before I ask this question, I just want to remind you guys that if you want to ask Jodi a question, please feel free to give us a call at 781-281-8433. Just letting you know, the phone lines are open. Now, what else do you offer? You offer the belly dancing. You offer, obviously, the Reiki, right?
We have a free Reiki clinic every single Tuesday from 12 to 2. That's weekly and ongoing. We also have other free clinics. We have one on the first Thursday of every month. I offer meditation. We have table tipping. This Sunday we're having a psychic fair, and it's my first angel fair, so I'm surrounding it around angel energy. So we're offering free classes at the angelic times at 11:11, 12:12, 1:11.
Cool.
So we have ongoing classes throughout the day, and it's really just to reach out to the people and say, hi, we're here. I'm still working on that sign though, so if you come up to the building and you see Landmark Salon, you're in the right place. So I offer that. We have, I offer classes on cutting of the cords with Archangel Michael, where you're cutting away the past, all of those connections to the past that you don't want. So lots of transformational workshops.
Steph's helped me with that.
Yeah.
In the car.
We now
In the
have
car.
someone who offers nutrition. She's a nurse on board, and she's a certified health coach, so she's there now. We have someone who's offering that, and we have someone who comes in to do hypnotherapy. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, I offer soul retrieval and other services. I practice Karuna and also the new paradigm for multidimensional transformation, the old Shambhala. It's such a mouthful now.
I know. I'm like, what?
Well, they changed the name, but it was for purposes to not confuse us with Shambhala Buddhism.
Right.
And that aspect of Buddhism, which is Shambhala, it's the new paradigm for multidimensional transformation, which is multidimensional healing. So it's just another aspect of healing that moves through the body. What else do we offer?
You
We
have a
offer
lot
yoga.
go-
We
yeah.
have yoga. We do drumming circles. I really just try to reach out to all aspects of our metaphysical community, because everybody likes different things, so I bring in different instructors, different featured readers, because everybody is
Well,
not
I-
always going to like me.
Exactly. And I don't mean it like that, but I just mean...
No,
But
exactly.
it's true. You're gonna, on your spiritual journey with the metaphysical world, there's so many different, I always say this, there's so many different outlets, whether it's, some people really enjoy angel messages, some people really enjoy even tarot.
Yeah.
So, some people enjoy just doing the meditation, just, they might just want to dabble just enough into
Yeah.
getting themselves to, bringing it down and listening to themselves. But they may not want to go on a soul journey because that might be a
Exactly.
little bit too much for them.
Exactly.
Everybody
Exactly.
has their own little
Right.
niche to go. So it's cool when you do find it, because I have a lot of people that come to me and say, well, I need to find my purpose. And I'm like, you already have a purpose. You don't need a purpose. You need to just figure out what works for you. So everybody has like different things. Like I've been doing table tipping for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
And it was something that Linda did with me once. And I sat down, I looked at her and I said, I need to do this.
Yeah.
And she just knew, so she just sat me down and I kind of did it all on my own just because I knew it was something that I was meant to do. But Tiff's thing is meditation.
Yeah.
And that's not for me at all.
Right.
And table tipping's not for her at all. So it's cool to have, those people that you meet that just have that way about them.
And there's so many wonderful people out
Yes.
there.
Right.
Yes.
I just want to meet them all.
Yep.
I know.
Well, that's how we feel doing the show, is we get an opportunity to have you showcase your business and yourself, but we get to meet all kinds of different people and get the message out there. Like, we love to enlighten people. Like, there's a whole world out there that you don't know about yet.
Exactly.
And you can change the way that you live just by listening to us, our crazy show, for an hour. It's just, it'll change your outlook on life and the way that you wake up every morning. And I wish I could reach everybody.
Yeah.
And, some people that you meet, that kind of are interested in the stuff that we do, they still are not on that path yet. And
Well, they're not ready.
They're not.
Right.
And like one little sentence could change their whole entire life.
Absolutely.
So it's,
But they put a blinder up, they put a block up, because I'm not sure if this is how you feel at your other job, but at my other job, it's, the blocks are, oh, you did that, oh, okay, that's good for you, Tiff. and then you can clearly tell the different types of energy that you're dealing with.
I don't walk around because I work part-time. I can't. I work at the Olive Garden. And so some of the servers know what I do and some don't. And obviously the management team knows.
Yeah.
And there's a little joke with Erin, and you'll appreciate, well, you both will appreciate it. And she says, so when you say to people, behind you, is there something else meaning to that? And I said, well, sometimes there is. And I said, but not always. But I see exactly what you mean. Some people, they are very old school.
Yes.
And they are still stuck in that old pattern of thinking and in fear. I say in fear. And there are others that are so like, oh, that is so cool, you do that.
Yeah.
Read me. And then I said, and I go, oh, here we go. I said, I'm serving. I'm making drink. I'm making a martini. I'm not going to read you making a martini.
Right.
And I said, but if it does come through, then I deliver the message.
Right.
If they need, I have people that come, Jodi, I have a headache, or oh, I have a shoulder ache. Can you do whatever it is that Mr. Miyagi thing that you do there? And I said, oh, all right. And they said, oh, it's crazy what she does. But and I just sit back and I go, it's cool to feel something different.
Exactly.
I said, but it's all there for everybody to take. It's not just for me.
Right.
It's for everybody. But, everybody is exactly where they need to be.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Even, and like you said, even when they come to you and they said, what's my purpose? We're all faced with people that come to us for that. And I tell them, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be asking these questions right now.
Right.
You're supposed to just trust that you are being led exactly where you need to go. And if you make a mistake, you know what? You're meant to make the mistake.
Absolutely. And it's hard to have people realize that because I deal with that a lot. And I mean, everybody sitting at this table has made plenty of mistakes. And I tell everybody, it's kind of like if you look at a map, you have a path and you have a fork in the road. Okay, well, whether you choose right or left, it's still going to lead you to the same place. It just might take you a little bit longer to get around. And we've always, all of us have always taken the longer path at one point or another. And you're like, oh, that's weird how I ended up back at the same place that I was supposed to be. But you have to learn those little lessons because of that choice that you made along the way. But you still end up where you're supposed to be. You still have this set path that you're supposed to be on, whether you're off of it for a little bit or you're on it the whole time. It doesn't matter. But it's cool when people finally get it. And seeing people that finally get it, it's like, hey, I've been telling you that for a while now, but it's awesome to see it click.
Yeah.
It's like they're not meant to hear it yet. Like they're hearing you, but they're not really hearing you.
Steph and I work so closely together all the time that even today on the car ride down, we were on the phone, and she had said, or I said something, and she said, I told you that last year. And I'm like, I know, but at the time I had my mind on something else.
She made a suggestion for this show, and I laid everything out for her because we actually just did a show with our in-house astrologer, I guess you could say. She comes on once a month, and we finally said we're both Aries, and we don't get why we don't bump horns, so to speak. So could you tell us why we get along so well? And she did our charts together, and we actually realized that the way that my Pisces works, I believe I have a Pisces moon, and she has a Virgo.
I'm double Virgo.
I'm so laid back
double Virgo.
that I help her with her craziness and everything. So I said, here's everything laid out for you. Here's the bigger picture. This is what we need to do. And I told her a million times, and she didn't listen. And now today she just made the exact same suggestions back to me, and I thought it was hilarious. I don't know if this is a phone call for the show or not, so hold on, please. Hello? Hello? I don't know.
It's a dropped call.
It's still there.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear something. No?
I don't know. Nobody was there. That was very strange. Okay, so we have a phantom phone call.
So please try that again.
Definitely, the number is 781-281-8433, or you can get into the chat room. You can go to, I know if you go to tiffanyrice.com and click on it actually says Spirit Connections, 7 p.m. If you click on that, it'll bring you right to the chat room. And that's where you can ask Jodi questions, or Steph a question, or myself a question. And again, we have Jodi St. on, who is the owner of Blue Angel Healing out of Carver, right down the street.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It wasn't too bad to get here, and then I realized on my directions I was supposed to jump on the highway, and I never go that way, and I think that's why I got lost. And it was very foggy.
It is very foggy out.
today.
Definitely.
But I'm so happy to be here, and we have so many other things that are going on at Blue Angel, and so we have so many connections, and I really hope that we get to work together again, because I'm really excited.
Well, because as like Steph said too, with having so many people on the show, you begin to network. Like, oh, have you heard of Jodi? Or have you heard of this? Or, you know, I mean, the show is mind, body, spirit. So we have people that are owners of wellness centers like yours, and then I'll have my friend Joanna on, who is the owner of Sugar Plum Bakery in Kingston.
Oh, I love that bakery.
You do?
Yeah, I love her cupcakes.
She's awesome. She was on the Next Great Baker. She's fabulous. So I'm always sending people there.
Yeah.
But we had her on because she does gluten-free.
Oh.
And she's dabbling into vegan, but her big thing is gluten-free stuff too. So, I mean, obviously, I like the regular, the regular kind of cupcakes. But, you know, trying to get on the healthy side of things, I thought it'd be great for her to come on and you know, bring some of her gluten-free products that I ate a lot of. and then we've had, and Steph sells It Works too.
Yeah.
And in Asia, so It Works is a body wrap, which is
With tons of healthy supplements, all
Yes.
natural body contouring line. So
Wonderful.
we'll
Yeah.
be showcasing it probably the next
Oh,
show,
I want
so
some of
feel free to
that.
watch.
we'll talk after.
Absolutely.
But it's an amazing thing. I mean, I got into it because I was doing so much spirit and mind work. I wasn't really, I mean, body work, yes, you can consider Reiki a big part of that, but what you're putting into your body is a huge deal as well.
Absolutely.
People don't realize that. So when I actually stumbled across It Works, my upline Asia came on the show. She wrapped me on the show, but I was just like, I need to sell this. Like, intuition was just, boom, like, you need to do this. And I was arguing, I guess you'll understand, with myself the whole way home. Like, do I do this or do I not do this? Do I do this, do I not do this? And I had such a push to do it. And I've met so many people, especially, like, in this business, are like, oh my God, you do this. Like, this is so good for you. And it really, truly, like, it helps you just stay focused and stay grounded. And it's been a blessing to find something that I can incorporate with my spirit work. So
Absolutely.
we're getting Tiff to.
And the more
to
we're
sign on
clear.
for it, too.
Oh, it's a call.
It's a call. Hello, Spirit Connections. Hello.
I thought I heard them.
Is it dropping?
Is your phone turned up all the way?
Yeah. Hello.
And then I
I
hear
don't know what's going
Please
on.
try again.
It keeps ringing.
Is it not plugged into the right?
Oh, it's plugged in, Tiff. It's the only way to plug it in. I'm wondering if it's how they pick it up over there. I'm not sure. I don't know why I can't hear anything.
I thought I heard, did someone say hello and then that was it?
I thought I heard something up there.
So it's coming from there, because I heard someone say
A
hello.
little bit, but that was it.
I heard it too.
I don't know what's going on.
It's a message from the other side.
Yes! Are you the Blue Angel?
Yes. Come to
Angel's
Blue Angel Healing.
So please try back again. I'm so sorry. We are working on the phone line, so hopefully.
I'm going to go try to figure that out.
Or
while
check
you guys
out and
chat.
go onto the chat room, and you can send a message that way, and we can answer your questions.
Absolutely.
What's
via
going
chat.
on, Steve?
Absolutely. We usually have our friend Cody
I don't
who helps us out, and he is in the hospital for a bone marrow transplant.
Oh,
So,
send
so
some
we're
healing.
scrambling without him.
Well, we
so
can
we
send
can't
some
wait.
healing to
Yes.
his way.
We cannot wait for him to come back.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll add him to my list. Absolutely.
yes, please.
Cody is his name.
Yes.
Yeah,
I have
no.
all his information.
Yeah, no.
I'll give it to
definitely.
you.
Yeah,
Oh, if
later.
You could, if you could
Yeah.
hang it up.
Yeah, I
okay.
will.
We'll talk later. But
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're like, hang one up. What?
I know. No, I know what you mean. But yeah, we can absolutely set that up. And speaking of long distance healing and Reiki, along with other forms of hands-on healing, can be sent from afar. So if you're unable to make it to Blue Angel Healing or to any practitioner, if you're feeling that you are in need, you're feeling disconnected, if you can contact a Reiki professional or someone who facilitates long distance healing, they can simply send it to you with simply just knowing your name and the town in which you live. So, and sometimes
And
I just
love
need a
that.
name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just as effective as receiving it on a table. So I find that, although it is a nice experience to be on a table, but if you can't make it to one and you're in need, I have so many people that will call in and they'll be talking to me on the phone, and I'll start sending them healing, and they feel better within a few minutes. And they said, I'm already starting to feel calmer.
And that's Reiki 2.
Yeah,
Right, Reiki
that's
2
right.
that you learn that. So if you guys are interested in Reiki.
Yep. I have a Reiki 2 certification coming up on Sunday, February 10th.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so if you're a Reiki 1 and you're ready to take the next leap, definitely give me a call or check out my website at Blue Angel Healing at webs.com.
Hello.
Thank you.
Good? Sorry, no. I was like, oh, the phone rang again.
I know.
Okay, let's try this. Hello, Spirit Connections. Hi. I know. Okay, I'm going to try to put you on the big speaker, so hold on 1 second, okay? Hello?
Oh, we have to turn the volume up. Volume up?
Let's hold on 1 second. We'll just put them on speaker. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Hi, thank you for calling in.
Sure,
Do you have a question for Jodi?
sure. Well, I just want to say that I've been going to Jodi for a couple of years, and I have multiple sclerosis.
Hi, Lisa.
And I find that it really helps. Reiki helps with that a lot.
That's awesome.
That's great.
I just wanted to say thank you, and it's great. People should try it.
Lisa, I love you and thank you for calling. She is one of my inspirations. She really is a
Aw.
miracle. Lisa has been coming to me for a few years. She has MS. She comes in. Yeah, she comes in with a cane or with her walker. She gets on the table and she leaps off. And I know she's watching
Wow.
right now, but she really
Yeah,
is a
she
miracle.
is.
This is part of the reason why I love to do what I do. But she leaps off and she can move without her cane or her walker. And it'll stay with her for a few hours and sometimes not, but it helps her feel so much better.
Wow.
And to see how she's transformed, she comes to me every week.
That's awesome.
And she's so cute calling me in.
That's who's been trying to call in. So
Yeah.
please, we apologize. I don't know what's going on. It's just, I'm telling you, that moon.
It
It is.
I'm blaming the moon.
Is Mercury in retrograde?
I
know.
I always blame
No,
it. I'm
it's
like,
just the moon. But I couldn't
So,
believe it.
Please give us a call. Any question?
Again, we're on with Jodi St. Onge from Blue Angel Healing out of Carver. The number is 781-281-8433. And you can ask us any questions you like, and hopefully we'll get the phone working. Again, it has to be the moon. It has to be something, because we were crazy up until
Yep.
you got here.
Everybody's been crazy
Even you,
today.
you're like, where is it? I'm like, I don't even know. My hair's in a bun.
Yeah.
Drove by.
Yeah, I'm like, my hair's in a bun. I don't even know.
I was looking on the opposite side of the road.
It was funny. I was sitting here. I was actually in the parking lot since 4:45. Tiff said,
And
"You
Steph
better
is
be
never
there."
early.
I'm never early. If you know me, you know this. My family's giggling to themselves at home right now. I like to say that I'm on Irish time, and it works out really well for me. So I was sitting in the parking lot at 4:45, thinking, like, Tiff's like, "You got to be there at 5." Well, Tiff was here at 5:30. So I was sitting there by myself for 45 minutes, like, oh my God. And then the people that we were meeting with showed up at the same time, and then you were late. So it's like a whole, I don't even know what happened. But the weirdest thing that happened was I was so early.
I
So-
know. Just everything.
But we
has
were
been
still
off.
on time.
I know.
Right.
So it's funny. Like, we all made it, but it was,
Yeah.
I was sitting there
Yeah,
eating
because I
my
actually
Burger
walked
King.
in with the people that we met before the show.
Yep.
So it's just
Yep.
it's crazy.
it is. But it's
definitely
just been like that. I'm blaming the moon, I'm telling you. Since Sunday was the first full moon day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was nuts. Absolutely nuts.
I was exhausted yesterday. I don't know
Yeah.
if that had anything to do with it, but I was like literally on the couch at 7. So tired. Now, let me ask you this. Do you do anything with animal healing at all?
Oh, absolutely. I usually travel out to farms or to people's houses to facilitate on their dogs or cats. If it's a cat, I take Claritin.
Right.
But I also facilitate on horses, and they are majestic and amazing
Yes.
to work on. My first experience doing healing on an animal was with, well, besides my dog and my cat, I never really looked at like I was facilitating on my dog and cat, but you know, the fact that they lay on me constantly, obviously they like the energy, and I will facilitate on them, but I facilitated on a horse. I remember the first time I ever was near a horse, and here I am having to facilitate Reiki on this horse, and I'm looking at my girlfriend Anne, who brought me, and she says, "It's fine, Jodi, you'll do fine." And she pulls the stall door away. I went, "Oh, you're pulling the door away!" I didn't know what to expect, and so I just started facilitating. And what it turns out was, I was working on her heart chakra, and she rested her head on my shoulder. So she came, and she had the biggest doe eyes, and they were so magnificent. And I just could feel her saying thank you. And
Did you hear?
I don't know.
I've been hearing that too.
Yeah.
Yep. We're starting to hear
maybe-
things here in the
yeah, it
studio.
could be that, or
That
maybe
tends to
it's,
happen.
Yeah, that's okay. That's because they know that there's 3 mediums in a room.
I'm like, is there
Can
a
we
little
make some
animal now?
contact? Exactly.
It's not unlikely.
Yeah.
Trust me, especially in
Yeah.
this building.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But Reiki works really well for animals. My cat actually a couple years ago was attacked by a coyote.
Oh no.
His name is Sunny. Yep. And thank goodness for my neighbor, who is so amazing, went out at 6 o'clock in the morning and heard the fight and went after the coyote, scooped up my cat and ran down the street, and it was like 6:15 in the morning, she's knocking on my door. And Sunny is an outdoor cat. He likes to be outside. He goes out when my husband leaves at 5 in the morning, and that's prime time pickings for the coyotes, apparently. And he had 6 major lacerations, incisions about that deep. And so obviously he was a big puffball. He was groaning. I was devastated, just heartbroken. I didn't know what to do. So I brought him to the vet, and thankfully, every single incision missed every major artery and every organ.
Wow.
He had a slight contusion in his spinal column, but it was completely intact, except for one little teeny little break in one of the wings. And they said, "Oh, well, you know, we're not sure what to do." They really recommended that I do surgery to gouge away at the wounds. And I said, "No, no, no." I said, "We don't need to put him in surgery. Is he going to be okay?" I said, "Let me take him home, and I will take care of him. I promise I will do everything that's needed." So I facilitated Reiki every 2 hours when I was doing compresses to drain the wounds.
Right.
They were completely healed in under a week, and there was no necrosis, there was no infection, and they literally, the vet would call him the miracle kitty. And he could not believe that he survived such an attack, because it was real. And the only reason, part of the reason why he survived was because it was on the rump. So there was a lot more tissue there, and it wasn't on the, obviously didn't get at the organs. But Sunny was so receptive, my cat, and it was during that time that I really opened up my awareness for spirit communication with animals. That opened up so much more, and as much as it was horrible for Sunny to go through that, it opened up more for me, and it brought a connection with my cat that I never had, because I'm so allergic. So I'm not one of those cushy rubbing the cat on my face kind of lovers.
Right.
I love them from a distance, and I'll pat them, and then I break out in hives, and it's okay.
Yep, understandable.
But I remember him telling me, like spiritually, I felt it. Can I talk about that? But I felt him tell me that this came out of nowhere. I was so scared I thought it was over. And like I felt all of this emotion and this fear off my own cat, and he is an alpha kitty. He brings me home so many presents that I don't like to mention, and I give Reiki to all of the deceased animals that lost their lives for his belly, and I'll even do mass burials. Oh, it's okay. Thank you so much for your life, because I know that this is part of like the whole circle of life thing.
Just tough to deal with. That's
It
all.
really is,
Yeah.
you know, but he doesn't want to be in, and I can't do that to him. He was born outside, he was a rogue kitty, and he will always be one of those kitties, but he's a survivor.
Yeah.
And he is amazing. Now, during that incident, he severed the femoral nerve in his right back leg. And they told me that we would have to amputate, and he was dragging it. For weeks, he dragged it. And I said, "Don't you worry." I said, he's going to use that leg. I know he's going to use that leg. And I just, every time I would go near him, I'd facilitate healing on him. I mean, I made a whole box, me and my husband, we made this box. I said, let's put it in the living room, in the window. So he got the sun in the morning. And I put like a rubber bottom. I would put like the pee pads for dogs and stuff down. So if he had to go and he couldn't make it to his litter box, I mean, I made this like a cute little home for him. And I Reiki'd him every day, multiple times a day. And that femoral nerve was healed within 5 weeks.
Wow.
And he was back jumping a little, not great, but within, I'd say 3 months, he was back to jumping up like up on a table. And they said that he would never be able to use that back hind leg again. That was it. Sorry, if you broke it, most likely that's not going to grow back. And it did.
So get out there and start doing Reiki. I mean, I do it to my dogs. I actually just started doing it to the middle dog, who is a maniac. She is
The
out
middle
of control.
child.
She's the middle child. So I've been trying to give her Reiki to just relax, because it's based on anxiety and fear, and you know, she's a rescue.
Yeah.
So she's a maniac. So that's my
We
option.
have another phone call.
Oh, we have another phone call.
Hello? Oh. We have a call from Jane. Hello, you're on Spirit Connections.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Jodi.
Hi, Jane.
Hey, just want to let you guys know that the phone number on your screen, the number 1 looks like a 7.
Oh.
Oh.
So it's 7, 8. Yeah. Well, you called. You know.
So you don't have to tell her, she knows.
Thank you, Jane.
Okay.
So maybe that's why we're having a hard time with calls if people don't know.
But that might be a reason why you're not getting any calls in either, because that font
Oh, okay.
is hard to read.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to talk about, Jane?
I just would like to tell you all that Jodi is an excellent spiritualist. She's got great energy. You walk in that store, and if you haven't received Reiki, and you just go in the store, you'll feel the energy when you go in there.
I'm going to see quick if this works.
It definitely, you feel
Excellent.
it. Everyone, yeah, you feel that.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to go into that store. Do you get Reiki by Jodi, or?
Is she still there?
Jane?
I think we lost Jane.
Nope. Are you there? You're there? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why our speakers aren't working, so I'm going to have to put you on speakerphone, but
So I'm sorry. Did you say that you've gotten Reiki from Jodi?
Oh, yes. She's my master from many years back.
Excellent. Excellent. Are you doing the belly dancing too?
I did a retake with Jodi, so she's my teacher. So I go and I give it, and I receive it.
Excellent.
awesome.
Excellent. Thank you so much for watching the show tonight.
Thank you for calling in, Jane.
Thank you.
And the font looks excellent now.
Okay.
Thank you.
We changed it. Thank you, though.
Have a good night, hon. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
She's very nice. She does. She comes into the clinic too, and she will also give back as one of the team practitioners. And
That's cool.
I actually offer that to all practitioners. If you're looking for a place to practice and you need a home, Blue Angel Healing is the perfect home for you.
Cody.
So it's really a great opportunity for newbies and even practitioners who are now ready to
Hi,
really step
Cody.
out into the professional world, but they don't know what to do.
Hi.
And they haven't done it in a long time. And I
We
just
miss
open it
you.
up for them.
I miss you.
This is our Cody.
Hi, Cody.
Cody.
This is our phone guy, and he's not here for us, and we're doing a terrible job without you. I just want you to know.
We miss you.
You want your nose pushed down as well? You're cool with that? Okay. Yeah.
Cody, are you there?
Code?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good.
Sorry.
We miss
Oh, you're
you.
getting the phones up, okay.
Not really.
We have to.
You're on speaker.
Phone. I have to put you on iPhone speakerphone because the plug won't work. And I think it just knows you're not here.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
You need to make it back in. You just need to make it back in.
Just to get the show on.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the full moon. I keep blaming the full moon.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Have you tried through that fabulous website of mine?
That you created?
What's that?
I said, have you tried to go to it through the fabulous website that you created for Tiffany?
Oh, yeah. It looks great. I was showing all the nurses.
That's awesome. Awesome. We can't wait to have you back.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I can't wait. I just called to say hi.
Well, hi to you. We miss you so much.
You should actually call in every week.
Yeah, you have to call in every week. Maybe it'll give us better luck.
All right, we'll make a segment out of it.
Okay, good.
We're sending you some long distance healing.
Awesome.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay,
Okay,
bye,
bye,
Cody.
Cody.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay.
Excellent.
Excellent, excellent.
So I was saying earlier that if you're a practitioner and you're looking for a home and you need some practice, my clinics are an opportunity for all practitioners
really
to come
cool.
and give back. They just have to let me know that they're coming, so that way we don't have like 10 practitioners on one client.
Right.
But I try to mix it up a little bit, and I'm always in need of somebody because someone's always sick with something or something has something to do, and I'm just really about spreading the word, and there's no ego at Blue Angel, so anybody can come in to give back, and it's all
really
okay. And we have the Reiki shares too, which are just for practitioners. The clinics are for practitioners to give back to those that are in need. So the clinics are
Right.
designed for people who can't afford a full session, who can come in and receive healing for pennies to the dollar, whatever you got. If you don't have it, it's okay. If all you have is a lollipop, like I was saying before, I've been paid with lollipops, and it's all okay. Sometimes it's a box of chocolates. Sometimes it's just a hug. Other times it's the perfect satisfaction of seeing somebody leap off of a table and really seeing them like
Right.
just evolve and
Right.
and better themselves and feel good about themselves. So I want that for all practitioners to experience. And there isn't a lot of places out there that are as open as I am to
Right.
various people coming in and just giving back.
Right.
So I like to, a lot of people like that about me and my center because
What's the address of your center?
I'm located at 40 North Main Street. That's in Carver. I'm located in the Landmark Center building. It's the middle blue building. It's a small business complex of 3 large, big blue buildings.
So your blue building on top of Blue Angel.
Could there be any more of a sign?
I know. I think it's funny.
I know.
I think it's funny. I love it.
Yeah, that wasn't really planned. And it's a 4
But it's supposed to
number,
happen.
which is the number
Yeah.
of the angels.
Yeah.
So now I'm in suite 1 and in suite 2 because we
That's
have
cool.
so we have both spaces.
We have
That's
to
so
get
exciting.
there.
We're gonna have to
get
come
there.
visit you. So that
Yeah.
way. I
Oh,
mean, you're not even that
definitely.
far from here.
Oh
so.
no. Oh no, it wasn't that far at all.
Well, that's good. That's good. We'll have to make a field trip to come visit you, so that way
Oh,
we
I
can check
would
it
love
out.
that.
Maybe give back one of those days that you have.
Yeah.
You could anytime. It's and we all get to work together, and then we all work on each other, and we laugh, and we have fun with it too. So there's no pressure, and we just try to go with the flow, and
It's good though to surround yourself with like-minded people, and especially, I mean, talking about the aha moments and the woes of being in the field too, and
Yeah.
it's just nice to again have that support group.
yeah, and that's what it's all about. People, we have people that come in; they're the nicest people in the world. I just adore them, and I hope they adore me as much as I love them. And I can't imagine doing any of this without them too. So.
It's amazing.
I think the nicest people come in for Reiki usually too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You
because
don't
they
find
get
too
it. They
many
have that
grumps.
firm understanding.
And then they feel all the love, so they can't be grumpy anyway.
No, but they know what they're looking for when they
Right.
when they come in, and that's to be healed and to. They already have the understanding when they want Reiki.
Right, exactly. They're ready to take the leap into wellness. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Linda
So,
says that you do her proud.
what's that?
Linda says
Oh,
that you
Linda's
do her
on.
proud.
Oh. Thank you, Linda. I love you.
I like to call her Yoda.
I call her Yoda too. She
so funny.
That's funny. We really do.
Yeah. I call her Yoda. I'm like, okay, Yoda, what do I need to do now?
I know,
It's
exactly.
funny, but
and she's wonderful as a teacher because she's so open.
yes.
And she always says that about me too, that I'm a
Yep.
good
Or
teacher
her
too.
enthusiasm and her excitement that goes into her teaching too is awesome. I was a scared little child when I met her. I think I was like 16 years old.
Yeah.
And I wanted nothing to do with the gift I had. And I didn't know what to do with it or how to, especially when you're a teenager,
Yeah.
too many changes are going on in your
Right.
life to even focus on that. And she just kept trying to push me to get out of my shell and to do this. And she's like,
Yeah.
you don't understand what you have. And she'd give me a hard time, like, Linda, just keep giving me that push. And I'm like, okay, fine. And I finally, I think as of last year, the year before, I decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And we started sharing a space together, and now we actually opened up, like, just on our own.
Yeah.
And it's just the two of us. And
I know. I was
love
so
it.
happy that she did that.
Yep, I am, because I love her and I love working with her, and I have so much fun. And on top of it, just the person that she is, she's so good and she gives back all the time. So
She
it's
really
nice
does.
to meet somebody else that had that experience too, because
Well, yeah.
yeah, it's awesome. I love her, and it's funny that you call her Yoda. 'Cause
I do.
I also just want to say, if you have any last-minute questions for Jodi, feel free to give us a call at 781. It's right on the screen. 781
nice and big.
281
I can see it.
8433. So definitely feel free to give us a call.
Yeah.
We
Or
love-
stop by Blue Angel Healing.
Yes, everybody
Yeah.
needs to go visit Jodi,
Yeah, come visit
including
me.
us.
I know. I swear, Steph and I have a map of, okay, here are
Yes.
the places that we need to go from the guests that we've had on our show.
Yeah.
And again, it's all about giving back. Just like you said, you have the practitioners come in to give and receive. This is what we use here as a platform
Yep.
for like-minded individuals to come on and to be able to,
Exactly.
this is how we give back,
Right.
And
it is. It's just. It comes back.
Mhm.
It's a nice return when you do give back, and just the love that you receive is more than anything.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you. I can't wait. And if you have a chance, you should come by on Sunday for the psychic fair. 'Cause
Yes.
we have some really great readers that are going to be there. But I know that you're fabulous too.
Yes,
But it's always nice to get a reading from someone else who's just as fabulous.
Yes.
So, or receive a healing, or sit in on a class. And
Oh, yep.
all the classes
Yep.
are free. I mean, but we're having henna. So we have this
Oh,
girl,
that's fun.
Katie, and she's really good. Oh, she did this awesome, fabulous lotus on the back of my neck. Oh, it was
That's awesome.
awesome. I loved it. And of course, it does wash off after a few days
A
to
little
a
while,
weeks, but.
Depending on how long you shower.
I don't know how often, or if you wear oil in your hair like I
Right.
do, so it comes off quicker. But yeah, so we have like henna, and we have other vendors that are coming. So it's going to be a great day. Lots of classes, lots of just funness. And I promised everyone that they would be home before the Super Bowl. So
that's
I said, I
awesome.
promise, just come 11 to 4, and then you got plenty of time to set up,
Excellent.
get your party going on, and but come to us first. But don't worry, we're not going to tell you who wins. Although I do feel Can I say who I feel is winning?
Go for it.
I feel like it's going to be San Fran. I don't know why.
That's okay, as long as it's not the Ravens.
I know.
Yeah, I'm kind of anti-Ravens myself. I'm not gonna. The little info that I know, I usually, whenever the time anybody gets together for football, it's only for food purposes for me.
Yes, right.
I mean, I do know some of the players of the Patriots, and I think that Boston has the best looking sports teams ever.
Ever.
We
Yeah.
really
That's
do.
what,
Oh,
we
yeah,
really
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Like I'm like, he's not bad either. And take a look. Oh, look at little Wes Welker.
Well,
You know.
I watch not only for that, but for the actual sport.
Right.
And I'd like to say Boston has the #1 team. So
We got
Well,
one
with
minute.
that
don't care
being
about the Super
said,
Bowl.
we do have to wrap it up. So I do want to thank you very much,
Oh,
Jodi,
thank
for
you
being on.
here. Thank you for having me.
hopefully you can come back soon.
Oh, I would love that.
Definitely go check out 40 North Main Street.
Yep, Blue Angel
and
Healing.
Blue Angel Healing in Carver. And
Thank you.
We will see you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
See you next
Thank
week,
you.
guys. Bye. Have a good night.
Good night.